And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. As we broadcast live from Copenhagen, I'm Amy Goodman. We're inside the Bella Center, where thousands of delegates from over 190 countries are gathering for the largest climate summit in history. Over the next 2 weeks, 100 world leaders are expected to attend the UN conference that's been described by some scientists as the most important the world has ever seen. To stress the significance of the summit, 56 newspapers in 45 countries are taking the unprecedented step of publishing the same editorial today. The editorial reads, quote, "Unless we combine to take decisive action, climate change will ravage our planet, and with it our prosperity and security. Climate change has been caused over centuries, has consequences that will endure for all time, and our prospects of taming it will be determined in the next 14 days. Thus goes the editorial. Environmentalists have warned current greenhouse gas emissions commitments are dangerously short of what UN scientists have said are needed to keep average temperatures from rising more than 2 degrees centigrade. But even before the conference began, the hopes of reaching a binding agreement on emissions were abandoned. UN negotiators have said they're looking to achieve an interim pact in Copenhagen, with more negotiations for a possible binding agreement next year. Well, today is the opening day of the summit, and Democracy Now! Is the only daily global TV radio news hour broadcasting from right here inside the Bella Center for the next 2 weeks, bringing you this exclusive coverage from inside the conference with delegates and organizers from outside on the streets, where thousands of activists are converging to call for real solutions to combat global warming. As one side outside the Bella Center said, "Politicians talk, leaders act." The summit opened this morning with a welcoming ceremony. It began with an address by the Prime Minister of Denmark, Lars Løkke Rasmussen. He was followed by the Mayor of Copenhagen, Rit Bjerregaard.
Governments of the industrial world, you weary giants of flesh and steel.
I come from cyberspace,
the new home of mind. On behalf of the future, I ask you of the past to leave us alone. You are not welcome among us. You have no sovereignty where we gather. We have no elected government, nor are we likely to have one. So I address you with no greater authority than that with which liberty itself always speaks. I declare the global social space we are building to be naturally independent of the tyrannies you seek to impose on us. You have no moral right to rule us, nor do you possess any methods of enforcement we have true reason to fear. Governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. You have neither solicited nor received ours. We did not invite you. You do not know us, nor do you know our world. Cyberspace does not lie within your borders. Do not think that you can build it as though it were a public construction project. You cannot. It is an act of nature, and it grows itself through our collective actions. You have not engaged in our great and gathering conversation, nor did you create the wealth of our marketplaces. You do not know our culture, our ethics, or the unwritten codes that already provide our society more order than could be obtained by any of your impositions. So that no one can arrest our thoughts. We will create a civilization of the mind in cyberspace. May it be more humane and fair